the young Americans?
For the young Americans, I don't know. I hope I represent myself. I don't think of myself as a hippie or a member of the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
I like my hair long, and my wife loves my beard, and generally I feel more comfortable than most people who have to dress very, constrictively. And Dennis, he's got his own reasons. There's no doubt about that. Dennis likes hats and glasses. You can see that right.
You produce your film yourself.
Dennis directed, and we both wrote it with the help of a friend of ours, Terry Southern. And it was the first time that Dennis directed a film and the first time that I produced a film.
But you don't represent what people call the underground. No, it's not the same.
No, I have many friends who are in the underground, and so does Dennis. As a matter of fact, Dennis has worked very closely with the underground. But I don't feel we represent the underground. I think we just are filmmakers in America. We're lucky to be in the position we're in, above ground. There's no doubt about that.
Which are your ideas about society and life? Can you resume that?
Well, first of all, I was a beatnik,
Well,
which was like one of the original things. I was a beatnik. That was a long time ago. That was in the 50s.
Right.
Were the beatniks, and the beatniks that were beatniks then are now called hippies, and there are a lot of younger people who are hippies. But the beatniks who remain beatniks are now hippies.
Mm-hmm.
So I just would like to say that.
The genealogy is now straight.
What was the other question? Yeah, I asked you something about.
What do you feel about the problem? What was
your
problem?
second question?
About life.
No, your second question
Society.
that you asked Mr. Fonda.
The underground? About the underground?
Oh, the underground.
No?
Yes, I was involved in the underground.
Mm-hmm.
I made movies with Andy Warhol, and and through that period of,
You began as a sculptor, I think, huh?
No, I was an actor.
An actor first.
I've been an actor for 15 years, and then I was a photographer, and then I was a sculptor.
And when you began Easy Ride, which was your first idea for the film?
It was the
About liberty and...
Oh, I see. The first reason for the film? No, I wanted to make a movie, and I wanted to make a movie with Dennis, and I had an idea that was good for a story. It had a start for a story. It had a beginning and it had an end. And I called him on the phone and I said, blah, 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 blah. And he said, great, let's write it. And we got together and we worked out the story and we wrote the story up. But there wasn't a conscious, it was conscious in the fact that both of us live a lifestyle that is a comment on society. But we just made a movie.
Yes.
I think you have to talk to the director about that.
I think that the first idea of the film is about liberty and the difficulty to be really free, no?
Well, that's part of our problem as being filmmakers, even.
Free, yeah. Well, yeah, just put my
keep your
eye
eyes
out.
out, boy. Keep your eyes out. I need your eye.
Yeah, freedom to me in the movie is about people talking about freedom. Not being free, but telling you that they're free, and telling you that they're free. They tell you that they're free and that everything's great, but they're really a herd, they're a group, and they all dress alike, and they talk alike, and they look alike, they love alike, they hate alike, they're all alike. And they talk about individual freedom, the individual, freedom of the individual. They're not free individuals, they're a herd who are constricted and hate anything, any kind of change. That's what the freedom in the
I think
film
they're
is
called
about.
Reactionaries. But that's always a term that's misleading.
They're called John Birchers.
Is that it? Yes, you're right, John Birchers.
They're called John Birchers, and they're called the white conservatives in America.
Yes.
Because your
the
heroes
right wing.
buy and sell drug.
Oh, this is a literary moral problem.
But you see, we represent the characters in the movie represent different sections and different parts of a whole man, a whole America, and everybody in the world, pushes something. And
Some
when
sort
you
of
when you
drug.
sell something, you become corrupt. In some way. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you cheat a little on your income tax or whatever, you're corrupt. You see? And a man who becomes productive is corrupt. A man who's creative is like a child, and hopefully is not corrupt in the same way that a man who is productive in the productive material sense.
Yes, that's true. That's the one saying.
That's what I was trying to tell them, Peter. I was trying to get into the psychological intention that we had behind this film, and trying to get a little intellectual.
I understand.
And I mean, these people are
being
are
productive
cultured people.
I produced 2 children, so suddenly I felt corrupt. But when you said creative, and you said creative was all right, I felt good again.
You did.
Yeah, that's why I like you as the director. You always end up making me
How
feel
come we
good.
got our fingers like this on this thing?
That's showing how corrupt we are.
No, these are quotation marks.
Oh.
Does your father have
Quote.
seen the film?
As a matter of fact, my father saw the film. The first time he saw the film, he was upset about the style and the fact that he did not know everything that was happening. And he told me about it. He's a very honest man. And I said, but you see, you watch what's happening, and at the end you've seen what's happened. And he came back to see it the second time. He liked it very much. And the third time, he was very proud of all of us, which makes me feel very good because I'm very proud of my father. Tom Joad and all.
Your acting, your whole lifestyle has changed since those early days in New York.
Yeah, I was a beatnik, and then I was a hippie, and before that I was a bohemian.
And now you're straight, right?
That's right. Oh, I'm straight now. Oh, yeah, I'm really straight, yeah. I'm the straightest.
Who said so?
I just did.
Oh. Are you very,
Athletic?
no.
I'm physical, I know that. Athletic, I'm not sure about.
Well, you have a sweatband on.
That's to keep my hair in place, man.
Ah.
Wow, I can blow in the wind, Show bald spots and everything. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, that's right.
Do you play games?
Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm in competition. Yeah.
No, but I mean, you're a big filmmaker now. You should have a certain day out on the
I
golf
was
course.
a big filmmaker.
Have you hit bottom?
No, I've hit the top.
I know. All right, Dennis.
I figure we're all out here selling something, right?
No.
We're all in trouble, I figure, on this panel. You know what I mean? And we got something to sell, or like something to do, or we've been sold, or whatever, whatever trip we're on. But I mean, like, I'm out here doing my movie, trying to sell my film, and we're all trying to get our whatever, and like, it's sort of pathetic, I think, in a strange way.
Why do you think that, Dan?
No, nobody on this panel has anything to
Because
sell.
I understood what Willie was saying, because I've been a big fan of his, and I understand, like, yeah, I got raped, bleep, I got whatever.
In the green room just now?
No, I wish in the green room.
Oh.
In the green room, I could take it, I'd be more than willing, but...
I never asked this kind of a question before, but who raped you?
My education. No, I don't know.
I wouldn't do that. Jim wears that on his head when he motorcycles.
I'm just trying to clean up something. I don't know if I'm
That's right.
Nobody's selling anything. What?
No,
Willie
we aren't
Mays
selling.
doesn't have to sell anything. I mean,
That's right.
They'll go to see Willie.
Somebody's out there buying it.
Are you selling anything? Hmm?
I'm not selling anything, but there's a lot of people sitting up watching this garbage.
I'd like to defend the garbage men of America. This is important. Hey, the garbage men of America, man, clean up our mess. There's a lot of it. It's a lot of food.
A lot of love in that.
A lot of love in that, man. Cannot knock
I think I'll let the garbage lay. You get out of this.
Okay, I'd like to tell you about... No, I just,
Are you in bad times, Dan?
Well,
I thought you were
let me tell you, I'm on a sort of personal trip like we all are. I mean, we're all on our own trips, and I hear an echo. I hear an echo. But like, I made
Maybe
a
your
movie.
band is too
I made a
tight.
movie. My band is too uptight.
Ah.
Yeah. No, I made a film, you know, I made a film called The Last Movie.
Can I tell you what I've heard about it?
Yeah.
From actors who I respect. They say it is a masterpiece, and that they have seen it and been confused by it, well, but then during the week following have thought about certain things from it and have almost realized situations after they've left the movie house. Does that make any sense to you?
They crawled out. No, yeah, it makes sense to me because, like, it's really a difficult movie. I'd rather not talk about it, really. Like, you know, I won Best Film in Venice, which has been a dream of mine all my life.
Well, don't talk about it.
And, okay, well, I just, you know, just talking about a dream, then we can get out of this and talk about something, we can just wrap, you know. But, like, I won Best Film in Venice Film Festival, which is, like, you know, something that I dreamed about since I was a child, because I was more affected by European directors than I was by American directors, because, like, you know, I'd seen them, like, batted out of the park, so to speak, and I felt that that's where it was at. And I won that festival, and yet nobody wants to see my second movie, even though it's a complicated, difficult movie, and I have a lot of new kind of cutting and new kind of areas and new kind of involvement and so on. I think it's a simple film, and you can't ask people to go see movies more than once or twice or 3 times, but I figure on the 3rd viewing of this movie, which, you know, if it was free, it'd be great, but since it isn't, it's hard. It's a hard movie. Hey, that's enough for The Last Movie. And, like, you know, Peter Bogdanovich has a great film out called The Last Picture Show, which I think is a great movie, too. And so...
Well, I hear your movie, the critics were a little rough on you.
In New York, yeah. In Europe, they said it was the best film ever made in America, and that kind of thing. And the last American to win the award that I won was Buster Keaton. Buster Keaton. You know, but anyway, like, that's enough about my movie.
No. Don't force me. I want to talk about it.
Oh my God.
Is it
I'm
not
going to talk about football or baseball or something.
Is it not making, is it not having the success you hoped for?
Well, it's not having any financial success, but...
Your first movie, Easy Rider, cost what, about $350,000?
It cost $420,000 to finish, and this cost, well, $980,000, almost $1 million.
Did you find that having more money helped your work, or?
Well, I had to go to Peru. If I'd made a film in this country, I'd made it for the same amount of money, but I went to Peru. We had to bring all the materials in there to build a Western set on this Indian village. And we had to bring all of our equipment in there and film. They had no cameras. We had to bring everything in, so that cost the money, really.
Is Universal Pictures pleased with it?
No, they hate it. They think it makes fun of business, and making fun of business is not the right thing to do because, like, you know, you don't make fun of business. Business is in bad enough shape as it is. You could have tours, you know, and you could have glass sound stages where people watch people make movies, and it's pretty much the same old thing. I'm not going to be discouraged. I'll simplify my act, you know, because I want to communicate to people. And I want people to see my movies. I'd be making little 16mm movies or 8mm movies, and I'd be showing them in back rooms for my friends, you know. But, like, you know, I wanted to go for the big thing and cope with the corporate structure as it was, which I don't agree with and I don't like. But, like, you know, I'll
But
fight
yet you take
them.
money from the corporate structure.
Yeah,
to
because
make
I
the
want my
film.
films to be shown. I want them to be distributed. The only thing that's holding any of
Why
it
don't you
back
take your
is we
money
have no
from
distribution.
Easy Rider, all the money you made on that?
Well, like, I made $650,000 on Easy Rider last year after my 7% of the film, and 78% of it went to the government. And that's not too much fun.
Your distribution, huh?
Then when
Big
I was
companies have
discover why the
like
government's
insane,
the way.
you know? It's
Well,
like,
78% couldn't go to the government, not if you have a business. The most
I
they
don't
can-
have a business. I got a salary.